my name is Jerry Mays. I'm with the City of Deltona. I'm the Economic Development Manager for the city. And today we have a special guest here to talk to us about workforce development. Frank Mercer, Daytona State College, is with us today, and we're going to be talking about workforce development toward the idea of you're looking for a job, but even more if you're looking to develop in Deltona, where you can look at Deltona and say, I have specific needs. I need a certain number of people. They need to be trained this way. Well, we have the people, and Frank has the training. Frank, say hello to our audience.
Well, greetings, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you. And Jerry, thank you for having me here today. I appreciate that.
It's our pleasure having you here.
Yeah.
Again, you're with Daytona State College. Daytona State College is our local college here in Deltona.
Yes.
Tell a little bit about the campus, if you would, here in Deltona, and a little about the campus over in Daytona Beach.
Certainly. Daytona State College is the state of Florida's first what is called a comprehensive community college. We were founded in 1957, and a comprehensive community college is one that offers both AA degree, Associate of Arts degree, and that's those degrees that you think of that would transfer to a university. We also then offer Associate of Science degrees and vocational technical certificates, which would be of interest, I'm sure, to the folks listening today. Those vocational certificates are things like manufacturing, machining, also a lot of healthcare type programs. And so we have 7 campuses located throughout Flagler and Volusia counties, one right here in Deltona that we're very proud of and excited about. We have about 27,000 students that attend classes at Daytona State College each year. So we're well positioned right here in Deltona and throughout the region to provide a great pipeline of talent for the workforce.
Okay, pipeline of talent, that's a big thing nowadays. And one of the things, I sort of want to back up into high schools.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the time people think, okay, I'm a student in high school, or a parent says, my son, daughter is a student in high school. They'll be graduating. When they graduate, they can then go to college. Okay? What's unique about Daytona State College and the high schools here, with the high schools having what is known as academies that have specific teaching? In Deltona, we have 2 top-rated health services academies, and we have the top-rated in Volusia County manufacturing academy. How do you deal with the students in, let's say, those academies?
Yeah, great question, Jerry. And that's exciting. One of the really great joys that we get at Daytona State College is working with our local school system, and especially with those academies. They do a wonderful job of preparing students for college. But here's the really neat thing is they prepare them early. The academies, the career academies within Volusia County Schools and Flagler County Schools are aligned wonderfully with the curriculum at Daytona State College. And so students that come to us from those academies oftentimes are earning college credit while they're in those academies.
While they're in high school.
While they're in high school, yeah. It's amazing just how far students can progress while they're right here in high school in Deltona. They can earn that credit a number of ways. One of the ways is through dual enrollment. And we've recently just had a huge expansion in our dual enrollment. Students dual enrolling at Daytona State College has just exploded recently.
Normally you have about 500 students in dual enrollment.
Yeah, right around there, and we probably have 1,500 to 1,600 students right now in dual enrollment.
3 times the number.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and Volusia County Schools, Flagler County Schools works with us really well in that capacity. We have counselors that are assigned just to our dual enrollment students that handle them and make sure that that transition time and that transition period is as smooth as possible. Also in those academies, oftentimes those students are earning certificates and credentials, industry certifications, and things like that. And a lot of our programs will take those industry certifications and will award students credit for those industry certifications. So it's a wonderful marriage. We work intimately and very closely with Volusia County Schools and Flagler County Schools and those career academies. It's a great thing. Saves a lot of time and money. Just think of the time that is saved by those students who are able to earn that that college credit while they're right here in high school in Deltona.
2 years of college credit while they're a junior and senior in high school. What's the cost for this?
I'm glad you asked. It's free. You knew the answer to that, didn't you? You knew the answer. It's incredible, Jerry. The value of that dual enrollment and those certifications that the students earn while they're in these career academies, and they bring that with them to Daytona State College, it's free. Our dual enrollment classes, there's no tuition for the high school student, and their books and lab fees are no cost to the student as well. So it's an incredible value, probably one of the most underused advantages that a high school student has. We would hope that more students would take advantage of it.
I know if I were a parent of a high school student, I sure would be looking at seriously that they can get 2 years of education free, the first 2 years of college.
Yeah. Okay. If they apply themselves. Now the student has to work and have to apply themselves, but we do have some students that will actually get their 2-year associate degree before they get their high school diploma. It's amazing.
I've talked to them, especially in health services, that have done that.
Yeah.
Extremely proud of them.
Yeah.
Good work-oriented driven students.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right, now, we're talking pipeline now. Workforce pipeline. What's the average age? What's the demographics of the students at Daytona State College? And the reason I ask this is not so much just, along the line of what kind of students do you have. What I'm looking for here is when a site selector, a developer, a business is looking at Deltona to invest and move into this area, they're going to be looking at the workforce in this area. Now, having said that, Deltona has a population with the census that should exceed 100,000. That's what we're being told.
Yes.
That makes us not only the largest city in Volusia County, but in reality the largest city between Orlando and Jacksonville on the I-4, I-95 corridor.
Wow.
Okay, people just don't realize the size of Deltona. We normally have a labor force of around 46,000 people. We're a young community. We used to be a retirement community. The average age in Deltona now is around 35 years old.
Wow.
So tell me the demographics. Now I've shared with you the demographics of Deltona. Tell me the demographics of your students at Daytona State College.
Yeah, so it's a wide range. Certainly we get thousands of students every year from our local high schools that come right out of high school right into Daytona State College. But here's something that a lot of people don't realize. Our average student at Daytona State College is 26 years old and a female. 60% of our students at Daytona State College are female. So if you think about and imagine a 26-year-old female, who are they and what have they been doing? I bet they've been working hard. They've been earning a living. They have been working hard. And so students that are at Daytona State College are there because they want to continue to work hard. They are there because they want to learn. They are there because they want to grow. That's the great thing about the students at Daytona State College. That average student, 26-year-old female, is there because they want to grow, they want to learn, and they want to work. They're looking for a career, and they're looking to make themselves better. And they can do that right here in Deltona, can't they?
Do it right here in Deltona, Daytona State College. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Frank, I'm the Economic Development Manager for the City of Deltona. What happens if I have a site selector or a developer or a representative for a business who comes to me and says, Jerry, you've got a large workforce, but I have to have a specially trained number of people. It may be trained to run forklifts. It may be trained in some specialized health services, that even has to do with manufacturing or different things, what specialized training. And I pick up the phone and give you a call, or even better, put you in touch with that person who's asking me the question. What are you going to tell them, friend?
The Center for Business and Industry, I'm director of that division, was specifically created to deal with that exact situation. We are the point of contact for a business that's here and wants to expand and grow, or a new business looking to move in. They have one phone call, one email, one person. That's the director of the Center for Business and Industry. We are the point of contact. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Frank.
Currently, yes. But we are the point of contact for that business to help them along that journey of growing and expanding here, or moving and establishing a long-term operation right here in Deltona. So a number of things happen. We start, Jerry, our motto kind of at the Center for Business and Industry is we start by listening. It's important to listen and understand the needs of that customer. What is their timeline? And so we start with that. When do you want to start and establish operations? Or if you're expanding and growing, when does that expansion need to go live? So they give us a date. Let's say it's 2 months out, 1 month out, 3 months out, whatever it is. We work back from that date and say, let us help you get there. And we can do that in a number of different ways. And we do that with a couple of different partners as well. We work very closely with CareerSource Flagler Volusia, who can help businesses recruit, job fairs and things like that. And then we take those individuals that make it through those screening process, that recruitment process, and then develop a customized training based on listening to the customer. So the customer says, we need 24 CNC machinists by January 1st of whatever year we may be in. We work back from there and say, let us understand specifically what level of skill you need those CNC operators to have. Is it an entry level of skill? Is it a higher level skill? Based on that skill level, that will also determine what kind of recruiting needs to be done so that we can make sure that we have the right level of trainee in that customized training program. And so we work with the employer to find out specifically what kind of skills they need, what level of skill they need, train them only to that level and those specific skills. And we've done this hundreds of times. We can give plenty of examples of those kinds of projects that we've worked on. And so we listen, we develop and design that training program, we deliver that training program to then begin filling that need by that timeline the employer has. Then what we try to do is work with that and continue to work with that employer, because they're going to have a continual need, not just maybe even for that specific skill, but for their total workforce. And so we try to connect them to pipelines of talent out of our existing programs to fill their ongoing long-term needs. So it's a joy. It's the funnest part of my job is working with folks like you in the city of Deltona. It's a blast.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Folks, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to what Frank had to say. And again, specifically for the site selectors, development, business development people across the United States and internationally, look at Deltona, look at our premier Portland Industrial Park, look at the large areas we have and the big companies that we have recruited in for both health services, for logistics and manufacturing. And we depend upon not just you making a good decision, but partners like Daytona State College. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Jerry.
All right, we're not supposed to shake hands. Okay?